quickly as we can. Second try, best try. No, this is the second time on the fifth island. This isn't the first time. Sorry, the third time. Actually, do we have... Let's get some more builders. Any other takers? No, I think we're good. Hello. Goodbye. Let's try and get all of this building work done before shenanigans, eh? I think that'll be wise. Builders heading out. Good, good, good. Thank you. Bask. Sadly, I lack the funds to get more builders, but we'll get there eventually. Thank you. The knights are heading out. Let's get some pikemen. And a catapult at each side. There we go. Now, my defenders who are right out on the edge here may be greatly supported by the application of fire to anything that's trying to attack them. So let's go and try and do that. I don't know if we're going to be attacked this night, but we'll see. Let's get ourselves a catapult quickly and a pikeman quickly. Go. Sorted. Hello, Aavak. Turning in for just a bit before I go play Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, Amber Cookie. I hope you enjoy your day indeed. Right. Honk. Honk. I love that little detail of the missed shot going in the river. That was actually kind of cool. Right then. We have all of this upgraded now. Will you please stop shooting from inside the wall? Your shots are never going to hit this way. I don't know what you expect. Truly, I don't. Thank you for your hard work. Now, hopefully, if we're super lucky, heading out this way, we will now find somewhere that we can recruit from. Oh, that would be grand. Have a peek. Bask. And no, we don't. We don't get nice things. Nice things are not on the menu for us, sadly. Only sadness. Well, I can't afford to start getting any more peasants into towers until such a time as I get... I could perhaps afford a single ballista tower. But I need to go and get my archer sage for that. Pain in the backside, that is, but... I'm going to pay for a farm. And a couple of farmers. Why don't we not have a farmer? Oh, there we are. Let's get 2 farmers at that farm. It'll be enough to keep us going for a while. Let's also go and get the stable sage. So that I can have... I would like you to be an extra archer, please. Let's go and get the stable sage so that I can have you help out with... Wait. Why didn't I think of this before? What an absolute dummy I am. Literally have someone who can bring anyone from anywhere for the low cost of 4. Potion master, indeed. Why didn't I do that before, chat? Also, chat, why didn't you tell me to do it before? You've let me down. I know I shouldn't be disappointed in you. I should just have come to expect this from you, but I am every single time. I always expect the best, and I am greeted with the worst. There's a tracker for drips. Shifty eyes. No, there is not. Do not type exclamation mark derp. Roach, I miss this game. I totally understand. It's such a fantastic game. I've had so much fun playing with it. Right, let's get a level 3 tower, please and thank you. It's a costly endeavor, this one, but worth it in the long run. To be able to just bring in whoever. Mind you, it's kind of boring to watch, I'm going to be honest. It's not exactly made for streaming. In that, sadly, what's going to happen is I'm going to have to babysit it. Because I'm not going to be able to afford to pay 4 and then come back and recruit that one person with an extra gold. So 5 per recruitment. I don't have that kind of income right now. So I'm going to have to set it up and then sit there and watch for someone to show up and hire them before they drink the potion. To try and maximize my yield on it. You got to Island 4 in half an hour, Raffenhawk? How? We are shockingly short on money. There we go. Might have been 40 minutes. There we go. Thank goodness. Sortad. Now, I would like to start upgrading these so that we can get this up to ballista levels as quickly as we can. Also get that one... Oh, actually, you know what? These ones up to ballista level would be better, in a way. Uh-oh. Doggo, come with me. Let's get back. It's okay. Come on, Pikeman, you've got one job. There we go. Come to me. It makes more sense when it's bread, though, I'm going to be honest. It's like, ah, that sweet smell of bread just wafting on the wind lures in all of the vagabonds from miles around. And now it's like, yeah, a plague cure. Follow that sweet, sweet smell of chemical death for germs. I don't know. Most medicines don't smell good. If they smell strong, they don't smell good. I think we're probably going to want to go for more farmers over anything else. We'll see. Love this music, though. Super chill. I'm going to drop a coin there, and I'm going to drop a coin. Oh, no! Don't do this. Taxman, that was for the... you can pick up all the gold. It wasn't being dropped for you. If the medicine doesn't taste like it's trying to kill you, it's probably not working. I'm not sure about that. One farmer. I'm going to sit here and babysit it for one night. That's about as much as I can stomach. I always remember Polgara from the Belgarian books telling him that medicine isn't supposed to taste good and only works if it tastes bad. Not just that some medicines might not taste horrible, it's just like, no, it doesn't work if it doesn't taste bad. That's a sign that it's not strong enough. It's probably just snake oil. Don't trust good tasting medicine. I've been staring at your lost screen for the better part of an hour while watching this, and I finally admitted defeat. Oh no! Was it the same script you were looking at? Or have you been working on something new? Back in ye olde days, Coca-Cola was medicine. Back in the oldie days, many things were medicine. Yeah, I'm gonna go and... Wait. Attack is coming from this direction, okay. Oh my lord, so much money. Such goodness. Is there still an attack coming, though? Okay, it's time for us to upgrade both the wall and that tower. The tower is going to become... is going to be much better for us in terms of dealing with... Oh, wow. Look at all that money that just dropped. Oh, a builder just ran past all of the farmers, no doubt. The wall we want at the highest tier, just because we want the wall at the highest tier. My brain just doesn't think in worded code. Whereas I can work with redstone, ESC, and rust, wiring, electricity pretty intuitively. Alex, you're going to have to teach me the ways of Rust. I've stared at it so many times, and I really want to play it. I want to play it so bad. But I've never had an opportunity to properly sit down and actually put any time into it. And every time I felt like I did, I'd get like an hour in, and I would just be hitting a brick wall so hard. But it looks like exactly the sort of game I want to play. Because of how much you can do. I love games that afford you an opportunity to just be creative. And Rust seems like that, whilst also being functional. Like, I don't just want purely creative games. Oh, hang on a second. I want there to be a reason for the creativity. I need you. Come with me. We're going to go and build something amazing. Rust is a life destroyer. You have to be prepared to put all YouTube and streaming on hold for 2 weeks. You see? That's what stopped me from getting into Crusader Kings for so long. It was like, yeah, I'm going to need like 2 weeks to learn how to play this game. So if I'm trying to do it because I want to put out a video like, I don't know, 2 days from now, there seems to be a problem here. It was only when Crusader Kings 2 came out that I finally managed to do it, because everyone was kind of on the same level playing field. And it was like, okay, I'm going to be awful at this, but so is everyone else, so it's fine. Dual Universe is the same way for me, but the current tools are just a hindrance. See, Sheilab got a sponsorship from Dual Universe to check that out. And tried it, and it looked like it was going to be so up our alley. Like, just, like, the building element alone was, oh my god, really, just one shy? Why you do this to me, game? Can't believe one shy. Really. Ugh. Yeah, that's enough. I'm going to take more, but that's enough, I suppose. But yeah, like, Lady Shield got spent a good bit of time on it, actually. And, just felt that there wasn't much purpose to what you were doing. Also, it was a bit of a... It was way too poorly optimized. It was just a massive pain to do more or less anything. The idea behind it is amazing, but the implementation of it so far, less than such. Get some more pikemen out and about. Also going to need some more builders now that I'm actually turning them into turrets. Rust is especially difficult to stream due to stream sniping, and there's so much downtime grinding. It's equally difficult to YouTube unless you're very aggressive in PvP. Yeah, I've kind of seen that a fair bit, actually. And there was another game that right at the beginning of my YouTube career, more or less, I tried YouTubing, and that was, oh, what was it called? Reign of Kings, I think it was. The problem was, It was just me and another YouTuber who were doing it. And we would play it for like 8 hours in a day. Like we would set aside and be like, right, this is our work day today. We're gonna do this. Kind of scheduled it. This is gonna be our collab thing. We're just gonna knock out loads of episodes. We're gonna be really efficient with it. It was gonna be great. Issue with that is that that was true. And then we'd come back next week and everything we'd done was gone. Because someone had found it and destroyed it in the meantime. And that just wash, rinse, repeat. An endless cycle of starting the game again. Which is definitely something I get the worrying impression would probably be true of Rust. It's a shame about the stream sniping though, because that's kind of how I was imagining that I would end up consuming it if I was going to do any content on it. And that would be... And realistically, with those sorts of games where they will consume your life, the only way that I can justify doing anything on them is if I can make content on them, because then it's like, well, I'm working and I'm enjoying the game. So, you know, I'm not having to sacrifice something for it. But, yeah, stream sniping is quite a pain in the bum. Yeah, that's why I had to snap it off. But I did relapse a few months ago for a good bit. Oh, did you play a lot of it then? I saw a little bit of the stuff you did with Kiwo and that like multiplayer server. Like that was right in the height of the whole multiplayer. Sorry, the big RP servers and stuff, wasn't it? Oh my god, I know I said I wish I had more money, but what I really wish is for you to stop throwing it at me. Also for you to build the walls before the whole place gets destroyed. Yeah, I might as well upgrade the castle, but I don't want to walk away from everything right now. Why has one of my pikemen dropped their spear? Out of curiosity. Oh, I see. It's because this wall has been downgraded for so long that the pikeman building is gone. Yes, there's going to be a fight over here, but hopefully they'll finish this wall in time. Thank goodness. There we go. Tunk, tunk. Oh my lord. For us, the RP servers where people don't go around destroying bases though, a lot of the GTA 5 streamers playing them, yeah. I think that would probably have to be somewhere that the sort of place that you would play like, and yeah, we had a similar problem with Ark, Calissa, you're quite right. We would do content on it, we would spend time getting stuff done, and then, you know, we'd show up later and it would all be gone. Lady Sheila especially found that frustrating because like, she'd spend basically a day taming dinosaurs, and then she'd log off for the night, get on in the morning, and all the dinosaurs were dead. Because someone would just swing on by and murder everything. Not actually getting anything out of it at that point, because it's not like we had a base with anything worth raiding. It was just, you know, they got to destroy something. You know, such is the way of PvP servers, I suppose. But yeah, that didn't sit well with Sheila. Mostly it was just a wasted time, I think. More than anything else. It was just the fact that it was just wash, rinse, repeat. Never make any progress. We're starting to get to the point now where I'm feeling more confident about us expanding a bit. I saw some people, like, you know, have some luck, especially on YouTube, with doing, like, basically hosting their own private, like, Ark server. And just, you know, a solo experience. Tame dinos, go kill bosses, that sort of stuff. But the thing for me is that the whole point of Ark, for me, the thing that made Ark fun was the multiplayer aspect. And it's probably... I don't... Even if it were possible to have, like, some sort of private Rust server, I don't know if that's even a possibility. I wouldn't actually find that enjoyable. The thing that is attracting me to Rust is the idea that it's multiplayer. The idea that there is some degree of risk. It's not like I'm adverse to the concept of, you know, going out, grinding a load of stuff, getting some progress, and then losing it all because someone comes along and destroys it. It's just when my inability to be on there 24/7 makes that a near inevitability is when I dislike it. If there's no chance that I can make any progress, well, then now it's no longer a gamble and a game. It's just work for the sake of failure. But that's why I enjoyed Eve. Like, I lost so much in Eve. And honestly, well, I've got some friends who've picked it up recently. And they're suffering the inevitable Eve player experience of they've managed to get up to the point they've got I forget what they called now, it's been that long since I played, the tier 2 battleships, the ones that are basically made for ratting, but you know, like level 4 missions by themselves kind of thing. Just show up, do the mission, also salvage the mission, and then leave basically by themselves. An amazing ship. I forget what they're called. The class of ship they are. Basically tier 2 battleships, though. And they've got it, and they're so happy with it now, but they want to go and do high-risk missions in low sec. They don't want to lose their ship. And, you know, the whole thing with Eve is don't fly anything you can't afford to lose, but this is literally the entirety of their wealth has gone into getting the ship, and now it's amazing, and they're doing all this stuff. But they're so afraid of losing it, they're barely using it to its potential. And the advice I gave them is, I had a Tengu. No, I didn't have a Tengu. I had the... Was it called a Tengu? The Amarian T3 cruiser. The modular cruiser. Cost me several billion ISK. This is when I was basically a wormhole baron. I spent 6 months playing in wormholes. I came out multi-billionaire. I put a lot of that wealth into getting and really fitting out the Tengu's a Kildari, the Loki. Was it the Loki? That doesn't sound right. It might have been. But regardless, it was the Loki. Okay. I put a lot of that wealth into that, and also a bunch into trading. As such, I always had money because I was basically a Plex trader at that point. I just bought low and sold high on Plex. But the advice that I gave them about kind of overcoming their problem with worrying about losing their brand new ship is that, honestly, I never felt more free than the one time I decided to be a little bit more risky with my Loki and took it out into a slightly, like, not completely secure high-sec mission area, and someone ganked me and destroyed it. I have never felt more free in that game. Ever. In all the time I played up until then, even living in the wormholes, I never felt so relieved. I'm not going to lie, I felt actually a little bit sick when I lost the ship. In the moments that followed it, I was like, oh my god, I just lost that ship. I was like 2 billion ISK worth of ship. I have never lost anything in the game. Because, I mean, you can easily, you know, like with some games, you can't really put a real world value on things, but I could easily put a real world value on the amount of money I had lost. Because you can trade Plex for, or you purchase Plex with real money. But, after about 5 minutes, like the guy sent me a kind of a snarky email just saying, thank you very much for the ship. And, you know, my usual self just replied and said, yeah, good fight. You know, it wasn't a good fight. It was completely one-sided. But, you know, and I said congratulations on the gank. I hadn't seen that particular technique used before. And that was the end of the exchange. And in the time it took me to go through that, I'd completely you know, the kind of like sick feeling had gone away, and I was left feeling really weirdly relieved. I was happy not to be afraid of losing the ship anymore because I'd already lost it. So I just went out and bought another one. And that one, I just went balls to the wall straight into nullsec with it. I just got a couple of friends. We just went around ganking people. And it was like, I didn't care anymore because I'd already gone through it. I was no longer afraid of how it would feel to lose such an expensive ship. I find so many people are afraid of what it's going to feel like to lose it, that they don't ever actually use it in a way. The fear of losing it is so much more intense than the actual result of having lost it. And once I realized that I'd experienced that and came and finally understood it, it was like, no, this is great. I can now actually go into nullsec. I'll go out and have fun, and I'm properly playing the game now. Or, you know, properly is whatever you want. You know, you have fun the way you want to have fun. Don't let anyone tell you not enjoying it the right way. Just the concept of not enjoying something the right way is silly. But I certainly got a lot more enjoyment out of the game once I was over that. Yeah, gear fear. Exactly. I imagine it's exactly the same in Tarkov. Gear fear in Tarkov. You get this awesome gear and then you're too afraid to use it because you don't want to lose it. It's like, don't be afraid of it. It's just a game. Throw yourself into those experiences. Live it to the fullest. With the Loki, at the time, it was the most expensive thing I owned in EVE. Losing that was actually quite a loss for me. It was not an easy thing to replace. I actually had to liquidate some of my trade assets in order to afford, and more importantly, to refit, because there's no point in just having like a billion-isk ship and then fitting it with like, I don't know, 200,000 worth of equipment. It's like, come on, really. So that it was a little bit less convenient for me, but after that I would start regularly doing Wolfpack, you know, nullsec runs just for the honest fun of just getting out there and playing a bit of EVE. Made quite a lot of friends, actually. Ironically, an awful lot of those friends I made from people I'd either ganked or was ganked by. There's a weird kind of, and you certainly get some people who just cannot take it, or are like venomous about, I don't know, they imagine some, because they've got an internet spaceship and they manage to blow your internet spaceship up, that affords them some level of superiority. I often wonder what their lives must be if they're that desperate to find it in a game. But the vast majority of experience that I had on EVE were actually incredibly positive. Far from the internet boogeymens that you typically find. High risk, high reward. No, exactly. The gank friendonomy. It was once I actually got past that initial, again, fear of losing something, even if I could realistically afford to replace it, because again, it only took me like, I don't know, a couple of hours to replace my Loki. Like, I had more than enough money. It's just, it was a big amount of something to lose. You know, it wasn't a small loss by any imagining, but still, it was one of these scenarios where it opened up a different part of the game to me. And I often look at any game with full loot and full PvP in a different way because of that experience. I enjoy games that afford that. But there has to be a chance that I'm not simply someone else's content, if that makes sense. I'm not the NPC in someone else's power fantasy. There has to be a chance that you know, there's going to be give and take. If it's a foregone conclusion because like I don't have enough time, and so I'm going to log off, and then 4 days later I'm going to come on and my base is gone, completely melted by someone. Then it's like, well, there's no actual fun here for me. From what I've seen, Deal Universe is going to be a very interesting game, but I've not seen too much in regards to content outside of everyone being in the starting area. Aavak missed my subs for 4 months now. It's fine. You just mentioned it. 6 minutes have passed. I cannot believe on any level, Sparks, that you have a life so hectic, so full of things to do, that 6 minutes makes any difference to you. You probably spend at least that much time deciding how to be bored. You probably spend many times that amount of time being bored. You just, you spend at least 6 minutes of it deciding which flavor of bored you're going to be today. Deciding for an hour long what to play, yes, that's definitely a first world problem. One that I am sadly very familiar with. It's like, I've got thousands of games. I'm so bored. Just play one. I don't know which one to play. It is not a simple decision. What if I choose the wrong game? What if I start playing a game and like 30 minutes later I decide that I didn't want to play that game? No, much better for me to spend 2 hours trying to pick which game to play. And then not deciding on one either. There was a full loot, full PvP game. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Like Mortal something. No, I think that was a similar game. It had chips. It had the PvE content was shallow, very shallow. It was just grindy, but the PvP content was fantastic. I'm trying to remember it now. It might have actually had Mortal in the name, thinking about it. Just in case you need some cash. Now, sadly, there we go. Let's try and time my attacks such that I can freeze any greed coming out. Nope. What else we're going to find over here? Oh, hey! How many gems? Need 2 gems. Oh. Is there a gem chest? No. There's 2 people, though. You better run. Because I've got a... Oh, gem chest. Quickly. Thank you. Right, move. No! Oh, no! No! Ah, balls. It's the problem with having a chest full of gems. Quickly. Tunk, tunk. It's fine. Can I get it all? I'm being so greedy right now. On the plus side... Oh, wow. That was a really good-looking statue. On the plus side, that gave my lizard time to charge. Aavak, did you ever play a game called Endless Ages? Was, I think, one of the first-person shooter MMOs in a sci-fi fantasy setting. No, that one doesn't ring any bells, I'm going to be honest. Mortal Online 2 seems to match your description. Then, may well have been. Then. It was a fantastic little game, that one. Really enjoyed it. I have fond memories of being a newbie and some... I'm not even sure I would say that they were like a high-level player. They were just someone who wasn't a newbie, just kind of camped outside the newbie zone, killing people. And so me and my friend just basically rallied the other newbies together with our tiny little stupid primitive bows, and we just stood there plinking them on the edge of a mountain until they ran away. It was glorious times. Have you really not managed to take out the ballista firer? I think the flyers already grabbed them. Sadly. Can I stop you? I kind of can, but not well. Ow. My crown! No. Yonked it back. Okay. Best be on the move. Fall back! Should have bought a... Should have bought myself a fire barrel. Also, made better use of fire, probably, is another thing I could have done. I was focusing too much on using the ice. It does affect them. It just slows them down rather than stops them. Okay, that wasn't as terrible of a fight as I was expecting. Doggo didn't get captured, which is amazing. Right, let me go and get a couple more pikemen. A bunch more builders. Hey, Tally Fireheart, thank you so much for the support. 44 months, my lord. And hey, Nomak, how you doing, buddy? Nomak. Nomak, I must remember. Nomak, not Nomak. You're not Noms, I think. I mean, if desperate, everyone is Noms. I play RimWorld. How you doing, mate? I hope you had a fantastic stream. Our mutual struggle pronouncing each other's names. Pronouncing anything is a struggle for me half the time. Oh, you're playing a little bit more XCOM 2. How's it going so far? Are you playing that modded, by the way? Rough. Yeah, that sounds like XCOM 2. Is that gem dead or in the mountain? It's in the mountain. We'll get it back at the end. I don't think there is a point to, though, because I'm fairly certain that, unless I'm completely mistaken, that... fairly certain that this island is the final island. Honestly, I'm going to upgrade these and I'm going to get another ballista tower there. I'll also upgrade this. The farm is doing work right now, which is great. What I really need is more builders. Also, I need to let my dragon bask a little bit. I don't think we can upgrade the tower any further. The ballista tower, that is. Can't see it. Did I have tried Ratopolis? No, I haven't tried Ratopolis yet. As is usually the way. There's a massive dearth of games, and everyone's just desperate for something to play. And then all of a sudden, everything either patches at once, or everything releases at once. What do you do? Do you just make the knights that much more tanky? I'm not sure. Don't want to deal with you. But I do want to clear out this direction. This is going to be the direction the docks are in, so I want to get out there if I can. Is Ratopolis the one with the cards and the zombie cats? Cards and zombie cats? Nicholas Fox. I just don't understand why everyone is fine paying so much for human leather in RimWorld, though. It's not even that good for other leather. Wow. Glitzer doesn't have any issue with the morality of you know, human leather. It's just like, why are you paying for substandard leather, though? Everyone knows that human skin is crap for making clothes out of.